All right, everybody, what's going on? Uh, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I don't like doing these. I don't do these often, but I thought this was a good opportunity. I also have, if you notice, I have a little apparatus here that will hopefully make the sound better. I have not quite figured out everything about the mic and everything, and so still toying with that. But hopefully, it sounds better, or at least slightly better. But yeah, I was like, I saw this and I was like, oh, maybe I'll like get it and use it for this, and also maybe do some like other types of content with it. So, anyways, speaking of content, I kind of wanted this to be a little bit of like a channel update, life update kind of thing, and then also just kind of talk about, kind of going into also like the games that I'm playing and like kind of just like what's going on with those. If people know I was away, and I recently got engaged, which is awesome, and all that stuff. So, also moved and a whole bunch of life stuff going on. So, most people have probably noticed I haven't posted a little bit. Again, not skipping out on the channel or anything. Channel, excuse me, or anything. Generally, just like did not have a computer in front of me. Some people may have seen if you like my Duel Links content, I posted a couple of Duel Links videos, still playing that game, which I'll talk about. So, anyways, wanted to primarily use to say I am coming back. There will be more videos from the channel. I have a lot of stuff planned. I'm not sure for anyone hoping for Lorcana stuff. I'm not positive that I'm going to be able to do the set review in time, just with all of that going on. There's so many cards that I want to do a whole review on. Um, so yeah, I'm just not sure. Like I would just set up the computer yesterday, like last night. So yeah. Um, but but so anyways, so I will be making videos once again, so I can be on the lookout for more of that stuff. But yeah, so just like kind of like content wise, like what's going on, and just like game wise for me. A lot of stuff going on. I recently tried out Riftbound at my local game store. I have actually like I bought a box of the first set, and then this was a pre-release of the pre-rift of the second set, and yeah, so I think I was um, looking into the game and hoping to get into it more and more. So I did this pre-rift, and again, the format, like again, first of all, I had barely even played. I played a couple of games with Lior, and that was about it. And I actually arrived. I was able to play a game with somebody else that I did well in, so that was like good. That gave me a little bit of confidence, but I was not prepared for the actual format, and that was very confusing. I think a lot of stuff going on now with Riftbound has a lot to do with lack of access and lack of information, which is very problematic. Obviously, like Riot Games is not uh, unaware of this. Like they very clearly have acknowledged the supply issues as well as they keep updating the rules. They did a bunch of erratas and things like that, and everything. But in this case, especially for a more low key event, and for something that is should be fun and exciting. While I enjoyed I don't want it to sound like I'm like crapping all over it, because I did have fun. I definitely thought it was worth it. Although again, primarily my goal was I need I just want more Riftbound cards. Like I opened one box, I opened a couple of packs, and that was about it up until the pre-rift. And so yeah, to give you a sense of like how bad it is. Um, yeah. So that like my primary reasoning for going was literally just this is like the only opportunity at the moment that I have to open some packs. So that was wild. Like people were jumping in the bit just for Chinese packs, which is really funny. So yeah. Um what was I gonna say? So yeah, like the actual format itself, being a sealed format, being like you can run up to 3 colors, and then the confusion with the legends and the battlefields and the chosen champions and everything, it was very overwhelming. I'll say very not beginner friendly. Right, definitely felt uh, dizzy, as some people say, looking at the pool. Even though, again, I I come from Magic and have absolutely played in sealed events. So yeah, maybe I just don't love sealed. Like even with Magic pre-releases, I stopped going with those. I uh, kind of crap on the sealed format in that game, and so maybe I'm just like predisposed to just kind of not enjoying it. Um, so, anyways, that is what it is. I don't know exactly. Kind of like with Lorcana, I don't want to undersell it because I kind of as we'll talk about, like with Lorcana, I kind of undervalued how much I would engage with it, and now look, here we are. Um, but I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to continue to engage with Riftbound in a competitive sense, right? Maybe I'll get some cards, play with some people. Maybe I'll do collecting. I don't know if like I do. I was a League of Legends player back in the day, very very long time ago, and do enjoy like some of their other stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, even just like right now, even just I don't have cards. The game is very expensive. I have all these other card. I have Magic and Lorcana that I already have on my docket. So, anyways, moving on. Um, Wanted to talk about the like Magic and also just the ban list that just dropped. Ban list, I call it. The ban the banned and restricted adjustments. Let's call them that, and the game changers adjustments. Um, and also in regards to the Pro Tour and just kind of like for me personally, again, it has been, I cannot remember the last time I engaged with Arena, and I was really sad. I felt really bad. Again, the lack of content in January when I was away. Um, that I think was when the Arena Cube or the Powered Cube, the Arena Powered Cube, whatever you want to call it, was out, and I'm really sad that I missed that. I'm not sure if it's still on. I don't think it is. I would imagine it's gone. I haven't checked. I haven't even been on Arena to check. That's how little I've played of Arena. So between that and just like not having engaged with like Magic besides elements of CEDH and just casual Commander, um, I really have not engaged with Magic, and I was like kind of questioning that because I'm seeing the Pro Tour, and seeing, the health. Like I loved hearing about the health of the format. All that stuff is great. It just doesn't seem to be pulling me back in, right? I would have thought like maybe like mentally, I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm not playing Magic at the moment, but or any kind of constructed format. But the moment we get towards a good, an exciting format that I like. Maybe we'll dig back into it. But that hasn't happened, and maybe that's for a plethora of reasons. Like again, the standard format just doesn't seem to interest me. Modern just kind of doesn't look like what I would imagine it to. And like I haven't heard anything about Pioneer. So we gotta like do something about that because like that's something needs to be done. I don't know. Like am I out of line there? Like I just don't know. I've heard people talk about that, but yeah, like it just seems like it's been on and on and on and on and yeah. So anyways, in regards to the actual commander changes, um like I want to talk about this because it just kind of seemed like they were hyping it up, getting everyone really excited, and I'm just gonna come out and say, like, I thought it was a huge letdown. Um, Not in terms of being pissed off. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh wow, these are terrible changes. It's just kind of like it was a whole bunch of nothing. It just seemed like it was a whole bunch of nothing. So for people aren't caught up to date or whatever, they unbanned Biorhythm and Lutri. Again, both of these immediately being put on the game changers list, or at least I think so. I guess they weren't really sure about Lutri. I guess maybe I thought I saw the game changers list, and I don't think I saw it, but maybe. But um, Lutri, however, is still banned as a companion. They indicated that, and I thought that was really interesting. That this is the first time that they've ever done that. A lot of people speculating that that might be a way for them to bring back, or kind of a sign that they're going to bring back Bandus Commander. Um, I'm skeptical of that. But yeah, Lutri in the 99 is kind of just a whatever. Like it's a fun card. Like again, I love like the otter. Like again, people like the otter stuff from Bloomborough and all that stuff. So like, I'm not trying to just like ignore that, but also I am because it's like cool. This is a 3 mana 3/2. Usually the enters effect from it isn't breaking games. It's the fact that it's a free card in the companion zone that really does a whole lot. So yeah, I just thought like while yes, like if you can keep it banned as companion, um, there's no need to have it on the ban list. However, right, it's kind of like it's such a non-factor anyways. Why why do it in the first place? Like how much does unbanning it really accomplish? Right, it might just you could just kind of chalk it up to hey, this card was not kind of intended for commander, right? It was pre-banded commander, and it's just kind of like don't just this card is not for commander, just don't play it. So yeah, right. Like it seems like running it in the 99 just kind of is antithetical to the fact that it is a companion, and if you can't run it as a companion, cool. Why does the card need to exist? Is my argument again I'm not torn up about it. It's just kind of like it's nothing. It's nothing in casual. It's nothing in competitive. It's nothing. So yeah. As for biorhythm, it is kind of a weird thing of like, yeah, it's not that powerful of a card in the grand scheme of things when you think about all the other powerful 8 mana cards that can exist in the casual space and just kind of break games versus also just like in the competitive space. I don't anticipate biorhythm doing anything. Like I was formulating, okay, maybe like Kinnan or Thrasios deck, like with Gaia's Cradle, can make a lot of mana and do that. But also, if you draw that card in any other scenario, it's really bad. So my guess is, and also by the way, like by that point, people have a board set up and people aren't going to die to biorhythm. So yeah, it just kind of seems like biorhythm as well, like similar to Lutri, is just kind of a non-factor. Putting it on the game changers list again is good in that again it'll be seen as this volatile card that really should only be played in play groups that are ready for it or kind of agree upon it. So yeah, I'm again I'm not worried about it in CDH, and I'm optimistic that it's not going to do anything. But in terms of positive changes to like the brackets and to any of the competitive stuff that's going on, it's kind of weird. Getting onto my big rant that I kind of went off when I saw the announcement. If you read kind of their justifications, they mention Thassa's Oracle and Rhystic Study. Now, quickly going over Thassa's Oracle, I agree that Thassa's Oracle is not a problem, at least not in the grand scheme of things. Right, it does not see pretty much any casual play. A lot of casual players just don't know that the card exists. Um, so that's not what I'm worried about. Right, and when they talk about CEDH, I don't want to say that it's good. It's just more of it doesn't seem to be overbearing. Um, so yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of happy with Thassa's Oracle's place in the metagame. However, then we get to Rhystic Study, and they just completely lost me as soon as they said, yes, it's a powerful card, but also it's beloved by players, by some players. And I'm just out here being like, who are these people? Who are these people? Whose favorite card is Rhystic Study? Like their favorite card in the entire game is Rhystic Study, and they're going to be super, super, super bummed if they ban Rhystic Study. Like I just don't know anybody that like that. And so if you're one of those people, like okay, but like it very much seems like the majority of people absolutely hate the card. There's so many memes about it. Like the fact that it's a meme isn't isn't meaning that it's beloved. It means that it's I guess not revered, but infamous, right? In that it is by far the most broken card in Commander and one of the most impactful cards that you can play at any point in the game. Early game, mid game, late game. Like, I feel like a lot of people, if they could just say, "Hey, my next top card is Rhystic Study," like a lot of people would take that deal. Um, so yeah, so I don't quite get that, especially when they talk like when in the past they've kind of talked about you know yes, it's beloved, but also its impact on the game again is quite drastic. Like the groan test, all right. If you're moaning, if you're not moaning, groaning at the card when it comes down, that's probably a sign that it's a problem. Kind of like Iona, like they also talked about like unbanning Iona and Grizzlebrand and some things like that. Sundering Titan. Um, I'm also skeptical of that. Like again, I think Iona again when they previously banned it in the past, I thought their reasoning was quite sound. I was actually very happy about the Iona ban. Not as a CDH player, as a casual player, I just think that card is unfun. It's just not a card that is going to lead to positive gameplay. And I think Rhystic Study is the same, and so I don't really understand why the hesitation of banning Rhystic Study. Also strange that I mean, no mention of Remora is fine. Again, I also think that like if we decide Ristic is bad and Remora is like close, Remora is not a card that sees play at the casual level, and so I think a lot of people would kind of be fine with both of those cards going. I'm a little bit more okay with Remora's. Like again, I think the bigger problem is Ristic. Um, so yeah. Anyways, that's just kind of my sense on like the Magic announcement. It just kind of seemed like a whole lot of nothing. I think a lot of people were really looking forward to like some kind of shakeup, both in Commander and other formats. Um, so yeah, um, that's my 2 cents. Anyways, moving on to Lorcana, because again, I mentioned Riftbound and how I'm like, oh, when I initially, I think back to when I initially started playing Lorcana, and people from my Magic people asked me like, hey, like you're playing more and more Lorcana, would you ever stop playing Magic? And kind of or I guess another wording of it is, would you ever have Lorcana be your main game? And I kind of like downplayed. I was like, no, 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 like no way. Like I'm never gonna stop playing Magic. Never, no way is Lorcana ever gonna come close to how much I play Magic. And here we are. And I can't remember the last time I played a game of Magic. Like this, this month, I don't think I have yet. Again, to preface, I am still playing Magic. I have not quit the game. This is not like a oh my god, Magic sucks thing. This is not what that is. However, I am, as many people know, I typically do these on my drive to Lorcana. That is where I'm going. I'm on my way now, and I play Lorcana pretty much every week. And engage with the game. I look at deck lists, watch tournaments, and all the sorts of stuff. And I cannot say the same for Magic. I do still play or try to play in as many CEDH tournaments as I can. I still obviously have my casual decks in which I play with Lior and I play with other people. So it's not like I am throwing away my Magic cards. That is not what's happening here. But it is kind of interesting to think about kind of where we've gotten. And again, this is a personal thing. This is not like Magic needs to change or else I'm going to quit the game. I don't want that to be mistaken here. I'm just kind of talking about my personal experience, and just kind of where things have evolved for me, and talking about that for in terms of content, because yeah, I'm just kind of not sure exactly what to do. I'd love to play more Lorcana and kind of showcase that on the channel. I've talked about Duel Links earlier. I'm playing a lot of Duel Links since the introduction of the full, like kind of more of the full branded archetype. I have really, really enjoyed playing it. So I've been grinding that more and more and more. I think I made it to King of Games right in the previous season. I forget. Again, I don't play in any like of the community tournaments or anything like that. But again, I do still grind the ladder quite often for that game. Um, so yeah, maybe I could do some more Duel Links content if people were interested. As for like Lorcana content, again, I have this now. I was just looking up earlier about like any kind of tripod setup for my phone and seeing if I can get some kind of setup. I'd have the phone over top and have the mics and see if we can do some live games. I'm sure some people at the locals here would be open to that. I hope. So I'm trying to feel out exactly what I should be doing going forward. Not that I'm gonna, again, I'm still gonna do commander deck lists and other magic content as well, just more of to kind of fill up some of the other stuff for content wise. um let me know what you guys think. I should be doing. I just or sorry before I left, I did do the Cards and Castles playthrough, or the Cards and Castles Ultimate whatever demo that I was able to do. And they recently, like, they put my video up on their Discord, which is awesome. Loved the shout out there and everything. So maybe I'll do some of that. I'll do like a stream or do some gameplay of more of that game when it comes out. It comes out in a couple weeks. It'll be both on mobile and on Steam, so that'll be great. So I think that's definitely something that I could gear in, because that's kind of an open space. But yeah, guys, let me know, because I'm not at a loss, but I'm just kind of like, I just kind of want to know where the audience is on kind of what they like to see. Again, it's kind of weird. Like some of my Duel Links videos do great. Sometimes they don't do great. Sometimes my Lorcana videos are great. They don't do great. So, and my Commander deck list also the same. Like sometimes if I don't do one of the more recent decks that come out, they don't tend to do so well. If I do a new deck that just comes out, it gets a little bit more traction. So yeah, again, still going to be doing those. So again, make no mistake about that. But yeah, anyways, that's just kind of what I wanted to come in here and talk about. Yeah. Um, so anyways, to summarize, the videos shall continue. Again, just have to kind of figure out what I want to prioritize. But yeah, there will absolutely be more commander deck lists coming. I'll probably do an actual video for the branded archetype for Duel Links. Those are things I have on my docket. Again, when Cards and Castles come out, we'll do that. So yeah, and then again, assuming there's some kind of format on Arena that I'm interested in, I would do draft again. Like I would do some more draft videos or something like that. So um, yeah. So yeah, be on the lookout for those again. I wanted to do this mostly as a like, hey, I'm still here. Hopefully my audience is not completely dissipated. But also, just kind of seeing where I should go for content. So if you have good inklings for me, if you are an avid viewer of mine, and you have opinions about that, let me know. All right. So that is going to do it for me and my rambling while driving series. It's not really a series. um, yeah, I hope the audio was good. Hope the audio was good, because again, I only did a couple of tests with this, and I'm still figuring this out. But yeah, maybe I'll do some more stuff with this. Maybe do some like some chatter content or something. I don't know. So anyways, thank you all for listening to me ramble, and I will see you guys very soon.